Deputy Miller, Sheriff's Office.
Hello.
Driver's license, vehicle registration. Reason we're chatting is running the red light.
Oh, was it red?
Mine was green when you cleared the intersection.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was yellow when I went, so I'm sorry. It was yellow when I went. I'm sorry if it turned red.
What does yellow usually mean?
Go slow.
Yeah, because it's changing. You gotta come to a stop.
My apologies. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You're correct.
Do you have your vehicle registration?
Yes, I do.
Where are we coming from tonight?
Oh, just the, over in Emporium.
Okay.
In Pullman.
All right. How much have you had to drink tonight, Emma?
None.
You've had something.
Some?
Yeah, you've had some.
Not enough to drive.
Okay. Hop out for me, would you?
Okay.
Is your buddy in the back seat okay there? He's just head bobbing over there.
Oh, no, he should be fine. You want me to turn my car off, or?
You can leave it run for them.
Okay.
Your stuff fell out there, just so you're aware.
Sorry, my head didn't fall off.
Okay. Just come stand right here for me. I'm just going to knock those lights down for just a minute. They're super bright. Alright. So the reason I ask is I can smell odor of alcohol coming from inside the car, okay? So I want to make sure you're okay to drive.
Of course.
So I can't tell if it's you or if it's them that's been drinking, right? I see you're wearing a wristband. Where's the wristband from?
Emporium. Timber.
Timber. Okay.
We're going from Emporium right now.
Okay. Have you had any alcohol tonight?
I have.
Okay. How much have you had to drink tonight?
1 beer.
How long ago?
At like 9 p.m.
Okay.
At Timber here. And then I was driving them to Emporium, and then we came back to Timber to get their car.
Okay. Would you mind doing some voluntary field sobriety tests to make sure you're safe to drive?
Yes.
Do you have a jacket by chance? It's chilly out here and it's going to take a few minutes.
Yes.
You can put your jacket on if you want to.
Okay, thank you.
16 out testing. 16 out testing. We're gonna step up here on the sidewalk.
Okay.
That way we're out of the road. Okay. So like I said, these are all voluntary. Have you had any head trauma in the last 24 hours?
No.
Been in any car wrecks or anything?
No.
Okay. I'm going to have you put your both feet together, hands at your side, and I want you to remain in this position when we do this first one, okay? Do you wear contact lenses or glasses?
No.
Okay. You see the tip of the pen right there?
Yes.
Can you follow it with your eyes and your eyes only for me?
Is it okay if I blink?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, for this last one, we're going to go up. Same thing, keep your head still just with your eyes. Okay. So for this next one, we're going to, imagine a straight line out in front of you.
Okay.
Your left foot's on that line right now. I want you to put your right foot in front of it, touching heel to toe, just like I am right now.
Okay.
Can you do this for me? Keep your hands at your side, and I want you to remain in that position while I explain and demonstrate the next test, okay? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps down that line. You're going to take a series of small steps to turn around, come back the way you are, and take 9 more
So 9
heel-to-toe.
steps, then turn around.
Yep, and then 9 heel-to-toe steps back. It's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, and so on. Go ahead and get back in that position for me. There you go. So you're going to take 9 steps. I took 3. When you get to that 9th step, you're going to take a series of small steps around your lead foot, and you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps back.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and so on until you get to 9.
Okay.
During this one, I want you to look down at your toes, count each step out loud, keep your arms at your side, and once you begin the test, don't stop until you're completed.
Okay.
Do you understand those instructions?
So go 9 forward, then come 9 back?
Yep. So 9 heel-to-toe steps down, turn as I instructed, and 9 heel-to-toe steps back. Okay. I can demonstrate again if you'd like me to.
No, I think I understand.
Okay.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yep, and that's fine. I have no problems with asking questions.
Okay.
You may begin. Alright, yep, go ahead and turn and face back towards me. So, we're going to go back to that first position again, feet together, hands at your side. The next one's a one-leg stand. Okay. Pick a leg of your choice, raise it approximately 6 inches off the ground. You're going to keep your toe pointed, so your foot's flat to the ground. And you're going to look at your toe and count out loud, 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on, until I tell you to stop.
Okay.
During this one, I want you to look down at your toe, count as instructed, arms at your side, and keep your legs straight.
Okay.
Do you have any questions on that one?
No, just until you stop.
Yep.
Okay.
Give me just a second here. Which leg are you going to raise up?
My right.
Okay. You may begin.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1009. Oh, sorry. My balance is off. 1008, 1010, 1011, 1012, 1013, 1014, 2014, 2015, 2015, 2016.
You can stop.
Okay.
Go ahead and put your foot
Sorry,
down.
I don't have good balance.
I get it. It's a little cold out here too,
My
huh?
apologies.
We'll get the pocket undone here. So the last one is called the preliminary breath test. It's not in lieu of the evidentiary breath test. It's like blowing up a balloon. Deep breath in and blow out.
Okay.
Alright, deep breath in and blow. Keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing. So you gotta blow hard, okay? Not super hard, but
My apologies. Sorry,
does
I've
that
never
make
done this
sense?
before, so.
Right, and that's why I'm trying to explain it to you. So
Okay.
you gotta have a consistent
Like
pressure out, okay?
Okay.
Deep breath in and blow. There you go. Alright. How old are you?
22.
22. Okay. How long ago was your last drink?
About an hour ago.
Okay.
I left from Emporio. I'm supposed to be DDing for my friends here.
Okay. If you had to guess, well, what is the legal limit?
I have no idea.
It's 0.08
What does that
because you're
mean?
over 21.
What does that mean?
And right now you're at a 0.166. Okay? So right now
can you tell me what that means,
right now
please?
you're under arrest for DUI.
Okay.
I'll explain everything to you as we go. Is anybody in the car sober to drive?
Yeah.
Okay. The one in the back right seat was head bobbing, barely keeping his head up. Okay. Alright. So first things first here, I gotta read you your rights, okay? So right now you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to the presence of an attorney during questioning, and if you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you prior to questioning if you so desire. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights, not make any statements or answer any questions. Do you understand these rights?
Yes.
Okay. Just so you're aware, I am recording as well.
Okay.
Do you have anything in your pockets? Is there any pockets?
No, I have
Okay.
nothing.
Alright.
So, what does a DUI look like? Like, I don't understand. Like, I've never had a DUI, so I don't know.
So we'll explain all that when we get there. So we're going to go to Pullman Police Department, and that's where we go through the DUI process, okay? So we're going to go back here to my car. your car?
Yes.
Okay. So if nobody in the car is sober to drive, what do you want us to do?
So everything in the car pretty much is Marilyn's.
Okay.
And then...
And Marilyn's in the car?
Yeah, she's in the front.
Okay.
So that's her stuff.
Okay, so if no one in that car...
I just drove them home.
Okay, so it's her car.
No, it's my car.
It's your car, okay.
Yes.
So if nobody can drive, can I safely park your car in the parking lot here?
Of course.
If they can find a ride?
Or...
No, I'm not going to tow it.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a safe place to park it off the roadway so it doesn't get towed.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Hang tight for me.
Thank you.
Welcome back to my mental health and crime channel. My name is Huda London. I hope everyone's having a lovely weekend. I just played a bit of a DUI that Emma Bailey was stopped by the Washington Pullman police. I found it quite strange that Emma said, could you explain to me what you'll do in the DUI, because I've never had a DUI before in my life. But yet again, she's been linked, and she was charged for an OD case, a 19-year-old boy overdosed in Washington State, and Miss Emma Bailey and her boyfriend Demetrius were responsible of selling him fentanyl. So this is really strange that she seems to be sweet-talking her way out of the police stop, although she got arrested. And then in the next part, you'll see how the police officers seem to all know Emma Bailey. I find it kind of strange. How do you get not guilty or get to go for being behind a 19-year-old boy losing his life to OD? The reason I'm talking about Emma Bailey is Emma Bailey has been partying in 1122 Kings Road before, like we've seen. We even saw the police officer on one of the stops of the noise complaint in 1122 Kings Road. They speak to Emma and a couple of young females. It was out in summer, they had on jean shorts, and the officers were asking them, do you live here? And they said no. My question is, I wonder how Emma Bailey knew the 4 victims, or did she know the 2 surviving roommates? I believe I heard she knows DM well. And DM is one of the surviving roommates, one of the witnesses. Emma Bailey is into drugs. She and her boyfriend Demetrius. Many people talk about it in the area. Many people in the area have admitted it on interviews, saying that she deals with that area. So could there have been drugs going on in this house from the very beginning? Let's be honest, because this was a party venue. In the second part of this video, I don't know if I have that part, you see Emma Bailey, when the officers take her to Washington Pullman police station. There's a part where she's allowed to talk to a lawyer and she's been given privacy, and she takes out something from her behind and she puts it in a tissue and throws it in the bed. I wonder if she was throwing rugs as usual. Usually when people are sent out of prison, they're supposed to maintain a certain pattern, because there has to be rehab. There has to be rehabilitating on their side. So I don't know if her lives and conditions is that she's not supposed to be around drugs only, because they should have made it the same, that she shouldn't be around alcohol either, because she seems to be partying a lot and she's into drugs. So that whole society should have been banned from her, should have banned her from that state. Wonder how many other young kids have lost their lives to Emma Bailey and Demetrius and what they're up to. So my question is, I've showed you all Venmos where BF in 2020, 2021, 2021 was getting Venmo payments from Zana and different girls, and one of the messages said COKE. I wonder if they were actually dealing in this house. Could it be possible that everyone wonders what's the relationship between, if there's any relationship between Brian Koberger and the girls? What if Brian Koberger was actually buying rugs off them? What if something didn't go right? What if he felt like he got the shorter end of the stick? Just a question, because they said that 13 times before they have him, his phone pinging near that area. It doesn't necessarily mean the roommates or the surviving roommates. I wonder if it was the guests in the house who invited him over. I personally believe whoever did this horrific quadruple crimes knew the house, knew the layout of the house well. Others, they would have ended up tripping and injuring themselves badly. Or they would have ended up being caught in the evil act. So I believe this is someone who knows the house well, who's either been there many times or either has slept there before. And I really believe that it's somebody who had people with him. Somebody was on the lookout for him, if that makes sense. At the sliding door and around this area, somebody was definitely on the lookout. And I always believe those four figures have a part to play in this role. The time they're running, and then that makes me think always of the 4chan, because they actually gave it a better timeline and a more clearer picture. That's what they gave us, if you think of it. They told us the 4 people will go there, 3 will be on the lookout, 1 will do the wet job. So what if 2 was on the wet job and 2 were on the lookout? What if BK was part of the cleaning crew? And I wonder if Emma Bailey and Brian Koberger know each other. You've heard before about something about rumors about the swimming party went to the pool party. I don't know if they met Emma there, and maybe Kaylee. Kaylee definitely had a stalker. Sometimes I wonder if Brian was the stalker. Just a question. I'm not a person who's going to say I believe 100% that Brian is innocent or 100% that he's guilty. I just want to see where this case leads us to. But I personally have said in all my clips, I believe Brian is somehow involved. I just want to know how much does he have to do with it. I want to know if Brent has something to do with it. Because this would be more like someone with a military background who could have done unaliving so quickly within a matter of minutes. That's my personal opinion. Could it be possible that BK got really upset that he didn't get the job, he didn't get the work that he applied, the intern work from Moscow Police Department? Something to do with forensics. And then at the same time, let's not forget he was having problems with his professor that he was working for in Washington, Pullman. But what would make a person just flip like that and carelessly go and do a horrific crime with 4 people that they've never even met. They have told us where Brian's phone has pinged all the time, and that they believe it was on flight mode or it was switched off. I wonder if they did that same motivated job on pinging the other phones that were in the area too. The 4 figures said they wouldn't take any phones, so besides them, what about the other people? I'd love to see that, because I still don't believe a full, proper investigation was conducted at the beginning of this case. I really don't. And I'm still not convinced with the surviving 2 roommate stories. You can be in a frozen shock state, physically, emotionally, mentally, but I don't think for 8 hours, especially in a situation where you've seen a man with a black mask and everything. Unless you know the person, or unless the person is a person who convinces you that he's not going to touch you, that you just have to not get yourself involved in it. Lock your room. Or unless it's a person that you are working together with. Why else wouldn't you call the police, DM? BF was at the party at the Sigma Chi. So if there was any fights between the Davids, Eaton, Zana, and other people, she would have witnessed it. Could this have been Kaylee's stalker, whoever that was? Maybe he saw Kaylee and Maddie through the Twitch live stream, and he decided this is the day. But whoever it is, I believe is a person who's been into this house. I don't believe it's a random person. You wouldn't take a chance with 5 people, and sometimes, in fact, it's more overwhelming, more overcrowded. Sometimes there are parties, like big gatherings, that you can literally see inside and outside the sliding door is full of people with drinks in their hand. Could the suspects have come and waited in the house while the surviving roommates were at home? And did they surprise Maddie and Kaylee? And did the other suspects, when it comes to the couple, Zana and E, I believe it could have been the Davids easily. I believe it was something to do with the Sigma Chi when it comes to those 2. But I've always said that I believe it was 2 separate incidents. It happened at the same night, at the same time, maybe an hour before each other. I believe the order we were told is wrong. I believe Zana and E were the first, unfortunately, people to be deceased. I think something happened to the couple around that time when Maddie and Kaylee were on their way home. Because a couple of minutes after Maddie and Kaylee leave, you can hear the group yelling Zana, and E's name. So maybe that happened as soon as the girls entered the house, or maybe before the girls entered. It just seemed like a pack of wolves at the grub truck. Everyone was just watching, following every move, every step Maddie and Kaylee made. Kaylee was too busy on her phone. I wonder who she was texting last. Was she trying to clear up any mess? Especially the fact that Maddie told Adam something, whatever was not supposed to be said, that could have led them to being deceased. Who deleted Kaylee's Linden account. This was a targeted attack. But was the house the target? Was the rug stored up the house? Was it the girls upstairs were the target? Or was it the couple downstairs were the target? When you look at the Halloween party, DM did not look very happy. You had Maddie sitting on her lap. She looked like she was being forced to drink something. My opinion. And I've showed you all that. So what if DM felt humiliated? And maybe the girls were talking behind her back. Just a question. Because why did Xana ask her dad to change her door locks? Did she have a fight with someone at home? Why did Kaylee move back home? I know she's moving to Austin, Texas, but why did she move a month later? Her stuff was still at 1122 Kings Road. How come Murphy wasn't touched? Is it because maybe he's not an aggressive dog? But then a dog barks, and no random person who unlives people would love to have a dog around barking. So that doesn't make sense either. DM said that Kaylee, she heard someone who she thought was Kaylee playing with a dog. And I believe that was Kaylee, because I believe Kaylee was sleeping in her own room when she heard something happening to Maddie. She heard Maddie yell. She must have gone there. The person she must have fought with the person. That's why maybe she got the worst injuries. And then he threw on the bed. Or they threw on the bed. Because till now we don't know if it's them or it's one single person. In the beginning, the police were searching for suspects or occupants in a white Hyundai Elantra. And even when the police found the Hyundai Elantra, I'll never forget what Chief Wright said. He said, we found a white Hyundai Elantra. He didn't say the, no. So were they just searching for a random white Hyundai Elantra? Let me know in the comments section what you'll think. But I really wonder how much Emma Bailey, the surviving roommates, and the 4 deceased victims, may they rest in peace, knew each other. Were they using the extra room to store their roids in? Because we have to try and understand what the driver said, not the driver who drove the girls home, but a local driver in the area. He told the local news that this was a place he used to drive people to buy rugs. So if people were buying rugs with the D in the front, then we have an issue. We have a problem here. Is that why the police are trying to hide up the whole thing? Because there was many illegal activities going on, and they could shut down the college business. Maybe the students were evolving in other places they weren't supposed to be evolving. Maybe not in their schoolwork. I don't understand why they're not changing the venue. They should change that as soon as possible. Because this is really biased. Brian is not going to get the correct justice. I don't believe that. They just want to pin it on him and get it done with. That's what I believe. But it's strange that the surviving roommates did not even come to the memorial. Why didn't they make their own memorial for the girls? Besides putting up that little tattoo with 4 alphabets in it, why didn't they make a proper memorial for them? Maybe they didn't come to the memorial because they were injured or they in a scuffle. Where was DM and her boyfriend Quincy that night? He was seen in that area that night, although he says no. I believe the black truck belonged to DM that was driving at exactly 3 a.m. in front of Taylor's Avenue. The only witness who was closest to speak indirectly, although he got attacked too, was Inan Hush. So I'm sure there are many other people hearing loud screams, yelling and everything. But everyone knows they have to keep their mouth. They have to keep their zip closed. They can't open their lips. Others, if they talk, they'll be next. That's what I believe. And I don't believe one person unalive 4 people. I believe this is a couple of organizations, or maybe organization with many young G's working for them or whatsoever. This has something to do with rods. That's why nobody in the college is getting involved, because they know how serious this is. And that's why they're reporting it to Mr. William Thompson when Ann Taylor and her team are asking them questions and surveys. Because they could be involved themselves. Why else would they be reporting that? It's just normal questions that were asked. It's questions they have been watching on the news from the beginning. She just wants to see if her client, Brian Christopher Koberger, will get fair justice. There's nothing wrong in that. That's how you know that they're hiding something. Anyway, have a lovely weekend, guys. Bye.